Hey everybody, and welcome to another Cricut craft tutorial. Before we get started, be sure you subscribe to my channel. That is a totally free way to keep up with what I'm doing here on YouTube and to make sure that you don't miss out on any of our cool crafty content that we have here. And make sure to sign up for my free newsletter over at CorinneBlackstone.com. In today's video, I'm going to tell you guys all about different types of vinyl. This is a question I see asked all the time, and I thought it would just be a great way to kind of combine everything into one quick video to kind of explain to you the differences in the different types of vinyl. So there are three main types of vinyl that we're going to discuss in this video. Type number one is removable vinyl. Type number two is permanent vinyl, and type number three is HTV or iron-on. So let's get We are going to start with removable vinyl. Removable vinyl can come in a ton of colors, and it's almost always going to be a matte finish on it. This is a great product if you're going to put this as a wall decal, or you're going to use this on something that you're not going to wash a lot or handle a lot. I like to use removable vinyl on Christmas ornaments, on picture frames, pretty much anything that I'm not going to put into a soapy water, I will use removable vinyl on. This is also a great item that you can use to change out decor with your windows and things like that for different holidays. And again, it comes in tons of great colors. This is StarCraft SD, and this is their Robin's Egg Blue, but you can get this in all of the StarCraft colors. The next vinyl that we're going to talk about is permanent vinyl. Now, permanent vinyl can come in matte or in glossy, so be sure that you know which kind you want to use when you are ordering. Permanent vinyl is great to use on cups and tumblers and mugs and things that you are going to put in water or that are going to be outside. So if you're doing car decals or anything like that, using a permanent vinyl is a must. This is going to hold up to the elements. This is StarCraft HD, and this has a 5 to 6 year outdoor life. Another thing to note about this vinyl is that it does contain a UV protectant so that it won't fade in sun. This is true for almost every color except fluorescent. Fluorescent color does not have the UV protectant over it, so it will fade over time, and these will not. So keep that in mind. These come in tons of colors, tons of different options, and again, you can get glossy or matte in the StarCraft HD. One thing to note about adhesive vinyl, which would be removable vinyl or permanent vinyl, is that it is going to have a paper backing. In this case, it tells you what kind it is, and most good quality vinyl will say what type of vinyl it is on the back. So this one says StarCraft temporary adhesive, and these say StarCraft permanent adhesive. That's something to note when you are looking at vinyl. If you want to make sure that you're using a good quality vinyl, they're going to tell you what they are for the most part on the back. Again, these are going to have a paper backing on them, and when you peel them, if you're ever questioning whether it is an adhesive vinyl, just peel up a corner and you can feel that the vinyl is sticky. So that's something to keep in mind. The next vinyl that we're going to talk about is HTV. HTV is an awesome vinyl that is used for fabric and textiles. This is specifically made for your fabrics. The adhesive is made to actually adhere and soak into your fabric to make your vinyl stay on your shirt. Now, HTV can be referred to as heat transfer vinyl or iron-on, depending on the brand and what they choose to call it, but they are meant for the same thing. Now, people will tell you that you can use these on cups and glasses and wood and all sorts of things. I am not a fan of that because these are not actually made for that type of application. They don't have a UV protectant, and they're not really going to withstand the same amount of washing and handling that a adhesive vinyl that is actually made to go on something like that will handle. However, if you coat these in epoxy, it works really, really well. You'll also have a problem that sometimes the adhesive will leach out the sides and leave a shadow of adhesive around them because the adhesive has nowhere to soak into. It'll typically soak into your fabric. Now, HTV is a really fun product, and there's a couple things that you'll need to note about HTV. HTV has a side that is called the carrier side, and that side is going to be like a clear side, and then the back of it will be the vinyl. Some colors, like these two for example, are not the same color on the back as they are on the front. That is to help these colors remain bright and quality looking on dark colored garments. So keep that in mind. A lot of people will tell you to put shiny side down on your mat when you go to cut HTV, but I will tell you that a lot more of the HTV is looking a little bit shiny on the back as well. So I always say put your carrier sheet side down. If you're unsure which side is your carrier sheet side, you can just simply peel up a corner and you'll see which side is clear. The clear side is your carrier sheet side. This is true for almost all HTV with the exception of a few. So it's always really important to look up the manufacturer's details and descriptions and rules for how to work with their HTV. You want to make sure that you are following their temperature, their time, and their pressure when using their product on your fabrics. If you're not following the manufacturer's recommendations, you may not get excellent results. You're going to get a lot of bad advice if you go onto Facebook groups and say, I'm using this, how do you press it? There will be people that give you all sorts of different numbers and times and temps and pressures, so make sure that you are following their recommendations. I'll link down below a couple of great resources where you can find information on HTV and iron-on settings. Another thing to note is that the Cricut Heat Set Guide is for Cricut materials only with the Easy Press. So if you are not using a Cricut brand material with your Easy Press, make sure you are following your manufacturer's settings for HTV. HTV can be a lot of fun to work with. Just make sure that you are reading all of the directions. Now, there is a patterned HTV from Caesar and some other brands that you'll definitely want to make sure you read directions on, because that type of HTV actually needs to be cut color side up with no mirroring, and you'll need an outside carrier sheet to use with that. I've got videos showing you all about patterned HTV. I'll link some of those down in the video description below as well for you guys. That way you guys can find all the resources and all the things that you need to know about vinyl and HTV. If you guys have any questions, let me know in those comments down below. Like I said, this was going to be a pretty quick video just to kind of give you an overview of the different types of vinyl. But if you have more specific questions, leave those in those comments. I love answering your questions for you. If I can guide you in any way, please let me know. I am always happy to answer any of those questions that you guys do have. I hope you have fun checking out the different types of vinyl. Have a great day and happy crafting.